Y'all, may I tell you? Look at my... Look... Oh my god, look at my hands. Like, my fingertips are, like, red. I think they're on the verge of being frostbitten. When I tell you, I'm, like, so upset right now. I'm so upset right now. Oh, my hands, like, I literally, it's hurting now because they're, like, thawing. My face is so fucking red. I look crazy. This is so funny for the people that don't like me. Okay. Let me just calm down before I literally have a panic attack. Okay. So let me tell you what happened. And it's like the whole situation, people will be like, oh, that's not a big deal. But it is to me. I'm like such a dramatic person when it comes to my feelings like this. Like, oh my god. Just thinking about the situation literally makes me want to cry because it's just like the point of it. So, I made arrangements. Okay, I just want to look less crazy because literally I look so crazy right now. My eyes are like red. Okay, so let me tell you the situation because my boyfriend's not here right now. My boyfriend's not here right now. And literally, he can't talk right now and I need like, oh my god, like, yeah, this is my channel. I vent on this channel. This is, you know, I really don't care. This is my channel, bitch. You get the fuck off it. So, I needed a ride home from somewhere and my boyfriend is not here. And normally he would take me, no problem, like no issue. He would pick me up, like it wouldn't have been an issue. Now my grandma, you know, is gonna pick me up because he's not here. And she's never had an issue picking me up or anything. Like if I've ever needed a ride anywhere, she's always on time. Okay, she's always on time. Never makes me late for anything. Like if I have to be somewhere, she's always there, you know? Anyway, so tonight my mom is having a dinner, which is fine. Like, okay, she's like, I'm gonna go to that dinner or whatever. And I was like, okay, like, can you drive me or not? Like, me and my grandma talked about this the day before, a whole day before we made plans, like whether she could drive me or not. And she's like, yeah, like she'll just pick me up and then go to the dinner, right? Because I was like, I don't want to go. I was invited, but I didn't want to go. Like, I don't want to go. My mom told me about the dinner like previously. And then she texted me and she's like, oh, do you want supper or whatever? But she like didn't remind me that it's like a party dinner. I don't want to go out and like, she doesn't understand introverts at all. Like, she doesn't get it. Like, she's always wanting me to invite me to these events with her older friends or older people. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm not trying, like, I don't want to be rude, but I'm not trying to hang out with like 40-year-old people every week. Like, it's not fun for me. Like, I just sit there, like, I don't want to go by myself. Like, I don't mind if my boyfriend goes, so I'm not trying to go by myself. Anyway, so she was like, oh, you should come over for supper. Many times she'll do this to like me and my grandma, and all of a sudden there'll be random people there. Like literally Thanksgiving, I thought it was just gonna be me and my grandma because that's our family. I got there, I told my boyfriend not to come because I was like, it's gonna be a family event, like, you know, otherwise he would have came. But I was like, I didn't want to bring my boyfriend to a family thing. I get there and there's like a bunch of strangers, you know, kids running around that I don't even know who's who. Like last time I checked, it's just me, my grandma, and my mom, and my family. Like everyone else is like related to us, like in Calgary or somewhere else. Like so many random people. Like I don't even ask who's who. I like, you know, my grandma didn't even want to sit at the dinner table. She sat like she wants to sit in the living room. You know what I mean? Because it's like just sitting with a bunch of strangers. It's like my mom like literally doesn't care because she's an extrovert. She talks to everybody and whoever. Like she will talk to strangers like my whole life. Like that's not who I am, and it makes me uncomfortable. And she doesn't respect that like at all. And it's an issue, like, you know, but it's an issue. Like that's like a boundary. Freak out. Anyway, it's a boundary for me, you know, because like I don't enjoy that. Anyway, whatever. So she texts me and she's like, are you coming to the supper tonight, or are you like here, have supper at my house tonight? And I was like, sure. But I thought like it was just me and my grandma gonna like over there again or something like that. I was like, wow, she actually is inviting me over for a supper, just us. Like I've always just asked, like, can we never have one just us as a family, like ever? Whatever. Yo, what's funny is like no one can ever get me in tears like this, y'all. She is the only person that literally ever makes me this upset ever in my whole life. If you make me this upset, like literally I don't talk to you anymore. Anyway, so and then I remembered that my grandma told me that me and my grandma made this arrangements. I remember she made me arrangements. She was gonna pick me up before she goes to the supper. So I'm like, oh. And then I texted her. I was like, oh, isn't the supper today? And then she's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you, like, you should come, this and that. And I was like, oh, no, like, never mind. Like, I won't come. Because I don't want to, like, eat with a bunch of strangers. Like, I literally don't like that. Like, I hate eating in front of people. Like, it's always been a thing. Like, even on my Tinder dates, y'all, like back in the day when I went on Tinder dates, I literally had to box the food up. I would take a few bites and box the food up and take it home because I don't like eating in front of people. Like it's a thing. It's like uncomfortable. I don't enjoy it at all. Like it's literally so like anyway. So because I'm not coming to this dinner or whatever, like me and my grandma made arrangements that she would pick me up like on her way there or early or whatever, like her made arrangements. So I know for a fact my mom like talked her out of picking me up. And that's what irritates me, and that's like literally what hurts the most, because if me and my grandma would, and it's not my grandma's fault because my mom literally loves doing this. She changes the plans all the time because it can never go on plan. Me and my grandma always have to plan things out, like have it like something scheduled before time, like, you know what I mean? My mom loves to change plans last minute, and it stresses everybody else around her, and she doesn't realize that it stresses everybody else around her. Because I'm just like the type of person that likes to make arrangements. Like that's just who I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like if we made arrangements, like I'm going to stick to it. So, and like my grandma's the same way. So literally my grandma calls me right at the time she was supposed to be there. Like I'm like literally ready. She calls me and she's like, oh, I'm just sitting down to eat right now. Like, can you take an Uber or something? I was like, oh, well, like if I was gonna take an Uber, I would have called it like a while ago. Like now the mall's freaking closed. Like they're locking the door. Like, I would have arranged it differently. Oh my god, like, I know I'm being so dramatic, but this is, like, just happened and, like, so hurtful. Like, this is just really, it's the principle that this is so hurtful, because I hear my mom in the back of the phone call, like, telling my grandma what to say and being like, you know, like, tell her, like, you're just sitting down to eat, like, you're just sitting down, this and that, like, we're at a dinner party or whatever. And then my mom, like, takes the phone and she's like, yeah, I can pick you up. Like, I can leave my party if you come. And I'm like, so you're only gonna drive me if I come to the party? And she's like, yeah, like, I'm only gonna leave my guests and come if you come. And I'm like, not ready, like, at all. Like, I'm like, I'm not going. And she's like, okay, well then take an Uber or whatever. And it's literally not about the money, y'all. Like, it's literally like $10 for an Uber. Like, whatever. Fuck the Uber. Like, my boyfriend would have paid for it. Like, he would never do this. Oh my god. The thing is, oh my god, I don't know what I'm like, these are the kind of situations that stress me out, because, like, whatever. My boyfriend would have never done this to me, ever. Like, the type of person he is, he would never. And I would never tolerate this from, like, anybody else. But, like, this is, like, my family. Like, this is the type of, like... And then I was like, so how come you can take me and drive me if I come? Like, I don't know, that makes no sense to me. It's like, either be like, I can't take you at all. Like, don't be like, oh, I can take you if you come, because, like, that literally shows that you're just choosing not to take me. Whatever. I was so mad, you guys. I just literally fucking walked. I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm just walking. Like, I don't care about the Uber. Like, I don't. At least the ice skating rink is nice to look at. Literally the coldest day to walk home. Or to walk. Oh my god. Love my life. I got my freaking hands. Oh, I wish I had warmer pockets. Now, it's pretty in the day, but at night and this time, it's sketch as fuck. Already one guy already tried talking to me. Oh, you're taking a selfie? Take a picture of me. I just pretend. And here I'm just gonna laugh it off. Oh, you know, I'm so pissed off right now. You don't even know. And it was literally the coldest day ever. Like, this whole week was so nice. It was like +2 or whatever. Today it was like negative like 20. I don't know how cold it freaking was, y'all, but my hands are like I had no jacket because I was not prepared to walk. I was just like, I was so upset. I was like, I just need to walk because I'm not waiting. Like, the mall is closed right now. Like, literally, I would have planned it so differently. Like, I would have, whatever. It's really not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But this is just like, because I can hear them all in the background, like, laughing and stuff. It's like, whatever. It's just hurtful more than anything. Like, that really hurt. And y'all, a lot of things don't hurt my feelings, okay? Anything online, I can handle, like, whatever. But things like this in my real life, it's hurtful. It's so fucking hurtful. So I walked home, and I was like, whatever. It's just like, I can't count on you, like, clear, like, I can't. And it's the fact that I know for sure, like, my mom, like, convinced my grandma of taking me, like, just to, like, whatever. Because how is she gonna say, oh, we would have taken you, but, like, the dinner was, like, at this time. Like, yeah, we knew exactly when the dinner was gonna be. Like, we arranged it based on the time. I even said, like, whatever. Anyway. That shit just so fucking irritates me and is very hurtful. Whatever, I'll get over it. You know? It's no different. I'm honestly not surprised. Because it's always like shit like that always happens. It's fine. Okay. Anyway, that's really it. I'm like so, I don't even wanna. It just ruined my whole day. Anyway, y'all, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.